Hello everyone and welcome to another house building in The Sims 3. It's been a while since I recorded, but I'm back finally. I'm not that busy now, thank God. But yeah, this house, it's basically a request. I have a lot of requests to do that were made in the beginning of the year, so I'm a little bit late with that, but yeah, I'm trying to catch those requests, and this is one of them. And it's basically a starter home, and what it was requested to me was to do a starter home for 3 Sims, one of them being like a single mom and the other two being 2 teenager kids. But the house should have 3 bedrooms because the teenage kids shouldn't share, like it's a girl and a boy, and they should have their single bedrooms. So I actually managed to do that. This house has 3 bedrooms, which was hard, and it has some decoration inside. It doesn't look like you just move in and you have nothing. The outside, it has a little bit of decoration as well. As you can see, I put in some columns and a chimney, so it has a little bit of decoration outside, but the garden, well, basically doesn't exist. There's one tree and that's it. There's terrain paint, of course, but I will put terrain paint as well as in the end, I think. But there's no garden basically. But yeah, it was the best that I could do with the budget that I had, and of course the 2 bedrooms, or 2 of the 3 bedrooms, are in the basement. There's windows, of course, because having bedrooms with no windows, it's a bit, I don't know, I don't like it. So there's windows, but I had to do it in the basement. For me, I think that's the only way I could do saving money, because I could use the foundation as walls. So yeah, that's basically what I did. But yeah, the house basically has a kitchen and a living room, and they are all an open space, but they are kind of divided. It doesn't look like it's all in the same room, even though it is. And there's 1 bathroom and 3 bedrooms, and you can basically move in with only 3 Sims as long as one of them is an adult and the other 2 are at least teenagers. You can move in with 3. Other than that, you can move in easily with 4 Sims, and if you want to move in with more Sims, you can, because the bedrooms, at least the kids' bedrooms, have single beds, and if you put in bunk beds, this house can, have even more Sims. So yeah, it's basically, it can have a lot of people, I would say. But one of the problems is I had to use a ladder as a staircase. There's no staircase, it's actually a ladder to the basement. So you shouldn't put babies, like the nursery, on the basement, because babies can't go down there alone. I mean, you can put it, but I don't know if you can carry the baby with those ladders. I don't know if you can climb up and go down through the ladders with a baby. So yeah, I should tell you that you should put in the nursery in the bedroom upstairs. But yeah, as you can see, I'm putting some terrain paint in the front yard, and I will put around the house a few too. But yeah, it was actually a challenge, because the budget is basically 9,500 simoleons for 3 Sims, like 2 teenagers and 1 adult. And it was hard. It wasn't really hard, but it was a little bit hard. In the end, I went over budget, so I had to delete it, a few things, and I basically did it for 19,400, and the budget was 19,500. So yeah, it's really close, but I managed to do it, and I think it actually looks nice for a starter home. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just doing the details outside and trying to add a few different colors so it doesn't look like boring and all of that. But yeah, as you can see, I put in a few details. It's not like the house looks boring, I think, or bland. There's a little fences as well. Here it's where it's going to be the kitchen, and in the beginning I was going to do the kitchen in that little nook, that little corner, but I think it was too small because I still needed to put in the fridge, so I ended up doing a kind of a galley kitchen, and it's not going to be there. Here is the living room, and as you can see, it's separated from the kitchen area, so it doesn't look like it's all in the same room, even though it is, because if you put in a doorway there, you can say that it's not in the same room, even though it is. But yeah, as you can see, I switched the position of the counters, and the kitchen is now on that wall. But yeah, and I ended up adding a bigger table because I wanted to fit as much sims as I could, because the price of the house, it's a little bit up for a starter home, at least for a starter home for one sim. You can't move in here with only one sim. You need at least 3, like I said, like 1 teenager and not 1, 2 teenagers and 1 adult sim. And by the way, the objects that I'm putting right now, those are not the colors that are going to stay. I'm just putting the objects so I can see what budget I have to work with, and also to see the position and the placement of the things, because I'm going to change all the colors, don't worry. But yeah, and in the end, the house looks kind of modern actually. I was surprised. It doesn't look bad at all. I think it was probably one of the best starter homes that I have done yet. But yeah, because the other starter homes that I've done are normally only for 1 sim, and they are very small. But this one, it's actually, I wouldn't say big, but it's bigger than the other ones for sure. And yeah, and as you can see, I'm trying to do a little decoration with the shelves, create some kind of I don't know, kind of artsy thing with the shelves, to give a little bit of style to the kitchen. But yeah, in the end, I'm not sure what I did. I think I left it like this. But yeah, and by the way, I did put in the bricks from the outside inside in the kitchen, and I basically am going to use these woods and white in the kitchen. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it in the living room as well. I don't remember because I built this last week. But yeah, and also I'm going to put those bricks in the bathroom as well. I'm going to basically bring the outdoors inside as much as I can, and I'm going to use a blue color scheme for the living room and the dining room, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and I put in this curtain here, and it's supposed to be, I know it looks weird, but it's supposed to be like one of those curtains that you pull over and covers both of the windows. Of course, that's not how it works, but you just have to use your imagination. And yeah, and if you watch my Brooklyn townhouse series, in part 5, I was actually having a problem with the bathroom. I didn't know how to do the placement of the bathroom because it was a 2x2 bathroom, and I needed to have a shower, a toilet, and a sink. And I used the trick with the window, and I ended up pulling a white floor tile in the shower and using a little fence. And I'm going to use that's in this bathroom as well. And I don't know, now that I did that, I think it looks kind of nice, because I did use those, as you can see right now, I did put in the little fence and the white floor tile, and it actually looks like a shower, even though I'm using only the public shower from the Sims 3 store. It does really look like a shower. And by the way, if you don't have this shower, you can easily replace this with the cheapest shower in the game, which is the one from the base game. You just delete the window and delete the shower, and you have enough money without making the house more expensive to put in that shower, because the price of this shower with the window is actually more expensive than the shower from the base game. So yeah, you can do that easily. And yeah, and all the other things that I use um, are from different expansion packs, but I don't think you need to have all of them, honestly. The TV is from the base game. I think the thing that you should probably have so the house doesn't look too different, it's probably the Into the Future shelves. Because I did use them a lot. I use them in the kitchen. As you can see, I'm using them right now in the living room as well to create decoration kind of shelf units. So yeah, and if you have generations, you could use those shelves, but the problem is they are really expensive, and this wouldn't be a starter home if I or you use the shelves from the generations expansion packs. So yeah, but you can still download this if you don't have Into the Future, because I think the only thing that I used from that expansion pack, it's actually the shelves. It's basically the only thing that I use in that expansion pack when I'm building houses, are is the shelves. And sometimes I use the windows when I'm not doing starter homes, but that's pretty much it. Oh, I think the painting is from, is it from Into the Future as well? But yeah, that's basically it. The doors inside are from Ambitions, and the windows are basically from the base game. I don't think yeah, all the windows are from the base game, I think. So yeah, that's not a problem. And I'm using wallpaper in that space, like that dark space that you can really see in the basement. Basically, I wanted to block out that area, so I did use a free wallpaper from the store. But honestly, if you don't have that wallpaper, download this, and you want to download this, you can, because that wallpaper, it was only to block out the area. You can see it, or it doesn't make any difference to the house, so don't worry about that. But yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Basically, here I already done the bathroom, the kitchen, and the living room, and I'm doing the teenage girl bedroom. Of course, you can change the bedrooms and the layout or whatever. I made the girl in the up floor, and downstairs there's the master bedroom and the teenage boy bedroom. But if you don't like that, you can change it. And by the way, I did use the free wood for the floors that came with the base game. So yeah, and I think the things that I most use in this expansion, not this expansion pack, in this house, are from Ambitions and University, I would say. So that's probably the expansions that you kind of, if you don't have, you'll see a lot of difference in this, because I did use a lot of stuff from Ambitions. Like this bed is from Ambitions, and the counters in the kitchen and in the bathroom are from Ambitions, and I did use a lot of stuff from University. I can see that a side table, the rug, the decoration, like the shelf decoration on with the books on the wall, it's from University Life. Those curtains are actually from the store or the base game, I don't know, but yeah, there are curtains, so it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, those books are also from University. So yeah, I think that was what I used the most, and I used a lot of things from Showtime as well, I think. Like this dresser is from Showtime, and that mirror is from University, and the photos. So yeah, I did use a lot of stuff from University, I think, in here. Ambitions, and I would say Showtime. I did use a few things from Showtime as well. But yeah, and here I was basically trying to find the most cheapest decorations and wall decorations for a teenage girl bedroom. I needed to save up and not have a lot of expensive decorations, but I still wanted to try and make it look like it was lived in, and not that the Sims didn't just move in now. So yeah, basically the master bedroom, because it was the last, it will be the one with less decoration and the one more empty, because I didn't have budget at that time to make a bedroom look, nice or lived in. But I did my best, and as you can see now, I'm doing the boys' bedroom, and I'm going to paint the walls. Don't worry, I'm just putting the objects so I could see how much budget I had. But yeah, and you can see right now, but there's a window over the bed wall, so it's not like you don't have any natural light. I think there's 2 windows in this bedroom, so you definitely, yeah, there is, you definitely have natural light in this bedroom. And I also bring the outside wallpaper, like the bricks from the outside inside, and made it look a little bit like modern industrial style. I thought because it was for a boy, a teenage boy, it would look nice. But yeah, I don't know, that's up to you. You can let me know in the comments if you think it's nice or not. But yeah, and as you can see, I used some university decorations again in that bedroom, because they are basically the most cheapest ones to put on the walls. So that's good for a starter home. But yeah, and I also used the cheapest bed in the game, single bed, which is the Ambitions one, because again, I had no budget. But yeah, I tried my best to do what I could with the budget that I had. And of course the bin, I always forget about the bin. Not this time though, I did put in the bin and the sink, because sometimes I forget about the sink as well, but not this time. But yeah, I'm doing the master bedroom, and as you can see, there's 2 windows as well here, and they are, maybe, I don't know, maybe it should have more natural light, this bedroom, because it's bigger. But I did my best. I think it's not that bad. Once you had more lights in, it gets less darker, I guess, but I just didn't had the budget to do so. I ended up putting a dresser and a few decorations, but nothing more than that, because I didn't have the budget for it. But yeah, I'm not sure what else did I do. Yeah, I'm adding the wall painting outside. Wall painting? No, terrain painting outside now, and I'm working on the terrain. Oh, and I did remove that lamp, so the house would be a little bit cheaper, because that lamp was making the house a bit more expensive. And what else did I delete it? As you can see, we are in the screenshots right now, and the house ended up being 19,467, I think, simoleons, so you can move in to the house. Mission completed, basically. But yeah, we are in the screenshots. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and yeah, have a nice day and a nice week, and bye!